Perez and Jake Diekman worked out of bases-loaded jams, and center fielder Delino DeShields had a homer-robbing catch in his first game back in the lineup for the Texas Rangers. With that pitching and defense, and big homers by Nomar, Mazara and Gallo in the same inning, the Rangers beat the Seattle Mariners 7-4 on Sunday to avoid a series sweep. "The look in his eyes, we talk about body language," manager Jeff Banister said of Perez. "He still was in control." The Mariners loaded the bases with on 2 singles and a hit batter in the second inning before Perez, 2-2, retired the next 3 batters. Texas was up 4-0 after Mazara and Gallo homered in a 3-batter span before Perez gave up 2 runs in 3 batters without an out in the 5th before another strong finish to the inning. DeShields, off the disabled list for his first game since March 30, had a homer-robbing catch of a drive by David Freitas in the 6th. "Prevent runs from touching home plate, that's my job. I take a lot of responsibility in that," said DeShields, who 3 weeks ago had surgery to remove a broken hamate bone from his left hand. Martin was pitching his tail off. Perez gave up 7 hits, walked a batter and hit another one in 6 innings before leaving with a 5-2 lead. The Texas lefty, who has given up 36 hits and 8 walks in 4 starts this season, lowered his ERA from 13.14 to 9.82. Mitch Haniger homered in all 3 games of the series for Seattle. His 2-run shot in the 7th off Matt Bush got the Mariners to 5-4 before they loaded the bases. Diekman had a throwing error and a walk before striking out Freitas and pinch hitter Mike Zunino to end the threat. Keone Kela worked a scoreless 9th for his 3rd save. He allowed consecutive hits starting the inning, but the game ended when shortstop Jurickson Profar made a tough catch of a pop-up in shallow left field. Mazara pulled a shot into the right center seats beyond the Rangers' bullpen in the 4th, a drive that would have been 441 feet unimpeded. Adrian Beltre then walked before Gallo's opposite field fly that carried into the Seattle bullpen for his 7th homer and a 4-0 lead over Erasmo Ramirez. It was the season debut for Ramirez, 0-1, after being on the disabled list because of a strained right lot. "I can say the only good thing is just not being sore," said Ramirez, who allowed 5 runs and 5 hits in 4-3 innings. "I just wasn't executing pitches. I was behind in the count a lot of times." Ichiro stays to make room on the 25-man roster for Ramirez. Seattle optioned Guillermo Heredia, one of its 5 outfielders, to AAA Tacoma. Ichiro Suzuki, the 44-year-old outfielder who stayed, had 2 infield singles and his first 2 walks this season. He is hitting .250 in his 12 games, and all 9 hits are singles. His 3,089 career hits in the majors are the most for an active player. He had 1,278 hits in Japan before that. Beltre Extras Beltre is next behind Ichiro on the active list with 3,072 hits. Beltre had 2 doubles Sunday, giving him 1,120 extra base hits to move past George Brett for 17th on that career list. Hot Haniger also had an RBI double and is hitting .314 with 7 homers and 22 RBIs. It is the first time he has homered in 3 straight games. His 8 multi-RBI games are a league high. "He's making adjustments a little bit quicker," manager Scott Survey said. "The league is certainly pitching him more carefully now that they have a little track record on him. But Haniger has been outstanding." Trainer's room Mariners, CFD Gordon, the MLB stolen base leader, was out of the starting lineup on his 30th birthday to rest a sore foot. He pinch hit in the 9th, and had the game-ending pop-out. Rangers, Carlos Tocci, who had started 8 games in CF, was placed on the 10-day DL with a bruised left hip. Tocci banged against the wall in Tampa Bay trying to make a catch last Monday. RHP Doug Fister, right hip strain, threw 40 pitches in a bullpen session and is on track to come off the DL to start Wednesday against Oakland. Up next, Mariners, Seattle plays the 4th game of its 10-game trip. Mike Leake, 2-1, starts the series opener at the Chicago White Sox. Rangers, Matt Moore, 1-3, the lefty who has allowed only 3 earned runs over 12 innings his last 2 games, starts the opener of a 3-game home series against Oakland.